Hey Cancer, this is your general love reading for the month of November. So this is for my Cancer sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Now, if you're a Cancer and if this doesn't resonate with you whatsoever, always check your other placements. Sometimes your messages can be in there. Or if you're after a more detailed personal reading, that's personal to you. Because remember, not every Cancer is going to resonate. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone that needs to hear that message. When I was shuffling the energy into your cards, Cancer, it was very overwhelming. I feel a lot of overwhelming emotions when it comes to you right now. We'll have a look as I get into it, but sometimes if you're in a happy relationship and you're with someone and everything's going great, this won't resonate with you because it's a love reading. Usually it does resonate more with single Cancers, but I'm not going to rule that out because I am feeling that in a lot of relationships with you right now, Cancer, there are some things and issues that still need to be sorted out or just made better. Cancer, you are a very unique sign. Cancer, you're ruled by the moon. The moon is there's so much to the moon. It's so mysterious. It's so beautiful. It's so expansive. But remember, the moon is constantly ebbing and flowing, and the moon is constantly going through its phases. So you, Cancer, being ruled by the moon, this is what your emotions do. Your emotions go through these stages and they come to a full moon where you can sometimes be overwhelmed with like how you feel. And then the moon will start to go into its phase where it decimates and goes smaller. And this can cause you to become moody. So when people are dealing with a Cancer, this is so important to know for the other person because your mood is constantly changing. You're ruled by the moon. The moon is actually the fastest planet. It moves through 2 signs every day. So you may sometimes feel as a Cancer that you sometimes don't know what you feel, or sometimes you're overwhelmed with your emotions. Some of you may speak this and may communicate how you're feeling in the moment, but in the next couple of days, you could just not feel that way anymore. What have we've got on the bottom of the deck here, Cancer, is alone. For some of you Cancers, in a relationship or not, you feel this sense of loneliness, or you feel this sense of being understood by your partner, or this could be from the past. In the past, you haven't ever felt understood. Depending on who you're dating, depending on who you're in a relationship with, if you're in a relationship with someone like, let's say, a Capricorn, or let's say an Aries even, or a Libra, sometimes you may feel that those signs don't understand what you're feeling, or you sometimes feel misunderstood, or that your emotions don't seem to matter. And this may cause you to feel alone in the relationship. Even when you're with someone, you can sometimes feel alone. But a lot of you have gotten used to this. A lot of you have. And remember, you don't always feel alone. It's only when the moon is in a certain phase, because you do go through these phases. Um, a lot of you as well have trouble with sleeping. Cancer. It's because the moon is constantly changing through signs. You're constantly going through different emotions. Sometimes you can sleep, sometimes you have trouble sleeping. This is just your energy. Sometimes you can be very extroverted, and sometimes you just want to be alone. You're constantly changing, and that is because of the moon. Cancer. Now, a lot of people may feel like you're emotionally unstable at times. But as I said, and I've explained to you, this is because the moon is constantly changing. But I want you to know that being unstable is not your fault. Being unstable has nothing to do with any type of medical condition. It's just that you can sometimes feel the relationship is unstable, even when it's not. It's just because you sometimes don't know how to deal with this overwhelming feeling of your emotions constantly changing. And sometimes you can feel overly sad. Sometimes you can feel overly excited and you want to just go and do stuff. And sometimes you can just simply feel like being alone and going into your shell. Cancer is the crab. The crab is in a shell, and sometimes a cancer likes their time alone. So when I was talking about that alone before, this could also symbolize this for you. This could also symbolize that you, as a cancer, sometimes need to have your space and have alone time to just process the day and just process what's gone on in your relationship, or just to be at a stable point of feeling okay to venture out and feeling okay to communicate with your partner again. Because as a cancer, some of you can overreact, but some of you can keep things in to a point where they then blow up. So just depending on other places in your chart, it's just depending what other planets you have. So that's just general when it comes to you guys. Look at that. Solitude at the bottom of the deck. I think a lot of you cancers have been feeling, and this is even if you're in a relationship, some of you have been feeling that your partner is at a distance, or your partner seems to want time alone as well. This could be that both of you have certain placements that just need that time to themselves to just think through things before they express it. Because as a cancer, you've learned with time that if you express what you're feeling straight away, it can cause upsets, and it can cause people to really be taken aback by what you're saying. Because being a cancer, when you feel these urges to communicate and express your emotions, it can be overwhelming for other people. For some of you cancers, but in hiding. For some of you cancers, these are the cancers that are single at the moment. I feel like you are spending too much time alone. And I feel like some of you cancers are just not being social at all. And some of you cancers are really going through a phase of just not wanting too many people around. For a lot of you cancers, I feel like you're really susceptible to people's energy at the moment. You're really acceptable to people's vibes. So let's just say that you are trying to become stable again inside. I feel like when you're around someone that's extremely depressed, it can really make you feel a certain type of way and really make you feel a bit depressed too. Or if you're vice versa, if you're with someone that's really happy, it uplifts you and you're kind of like in a right now, you're really in touch with your emotions and you're really feeling other people's emotions. I hope this is making sense for people. Yeah, stability. So you're just in a process of trying to find that stability. Some of you could be doing things like yoga and things like Pilates because these help you become grounded and you really feel that by doing some type of exercise or some type of meditation, yoga, I feel like this helps you become more stable because you can feel that your emotions are unstable at the moment. Or you feel that if you don't do those things and those practices and those day to day things, that your emotions can be very unstable. What we've got is the lovers at the bottom of the deck here. So a lot of you are with someone at the moment, and you're meant to be with this person. But I think a lot of you feel these are the people that are in a relationship as a Cancer. A lot of you feel that your partner is just being distant, or that there's something on their mind, or that there's something that they need to be doing. I feel like they need to be taking a leaf out of your book, Cancer. I feel like this person also needs to be grounded, or this person also needs to learn how to process how they're feeling. Don't know why I feel that. Yeah. Someone you could be dealing with an earth sign, Cancer. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. What I'm feeling like for you, Cancer, you're like, when you're not feeling this introverted way, when you're at your peak and when you're at those points where you feel like going out and like just doing something and like being expressive and like let's do this and like trying to get your partner to do things with you, um you feel like they're very like stuck in a certain routine, or you feel like they're kind of like obsessed with like making money, or obsessed with like their work, or you feel like their mind and their energy is going into like this thing that they're like have to do. I don't know why I feel that. I feel like there's a lot of change going on. I feel like there's going to be a very sudden change when it comes to you, Cancer, in November. And this could be good or this could be bad. But what I'm feeling is that you're trying to get this stability and you're trying to get your emotions in check, because I feel like some of you feel that your partner or your ex-partner or anyone you're dealing with, you feel like they are going through some type of I'm just going with my intuition here, some type of breakdown, because they are too involved in some area of their life that they are kind of starting to neglect what you need and what it is that you want. When it comes to my single Cancers, you have gone through these cycles already. You have gone through these cycles with people that you can't seem to be emotionally open with, or you feel that you've struggled with the moodiness of yourself and with the constant changes within you, it's been hard in the past relationship, like with your past relationships, to actually be at a grounded place. I'm getting a lot of messages here. So what you want, Cancer, is you want to transition into a place that's more calm, that's less stressful. A lot of Cancers may be going through an ending and a breakup and a change with their partner. So if your partner doesn't live up to what you need, I feel like someone, or it's just going to break down. But for the single Cancers, I feel like you're just in a process of being very introspective and being in hermit mode. I feel like a lot of you are taking time alone and recharging and regenerating yourself to get to a point where you can get out there again, and taking control of your emotions again. Because a lot of you went through periods where you lost control, either to another partner, or you just lost control of like your own inner self or emotions. For the single Cancers, you want to focus on getting yourself back to a place where you feel content and that you feel happy, and you're not going to let anyone in too easily. I feel like a lot of single Cancers have put a bit of a wall up when it comes to meeting someone, because you don't want to get hurt again the same way that you did in the past. They're getting another message too. For some Cancers, you have to be careful of people deceiving you at this point in time, because a lot of people are going through very big issues and very big changes in their life. This is all signs are going through a lot of changes, and a lot of people can't handle these changes. So if you feel that your partner is spending too much time away from you or doing other things, you need to confront them, because for some of you, a very small minority, there is a bit of deceiving going on in your relationship. I'm sorry, this is all over the place, but I feel like that I'm getting 3 different stories here for Cancers. And that's why I was very overwhelmed when I was shuffling the cards, that there's 3 different stories here. Let me just break it down simply. There's some Cancers that are in a relationship that feel like their person is being very distant, putting too much time into something else, being obsessed with making money, being obsessed with getting something right, that they are pretty much neglecting you. And these people are not understanding that a Cancer has certain needs, and a Cancer needs to feel secure and safe and feel like their emotions are being heard. So if you're voicing to this person that you feel that you're not getting what it is that you want, and that you feel that they are spending too much time obsessing over something that doesn't really matter, it's material. I know that money is important. I know, but if they value your relationship, they should put more effort into you as well. That's for some of you. For some Cancers, you're single and you've gone through a very painful relationship in the past. I'm getting angry because you have been hurt. And it's really, really sad. And I think that by you putting yourself in these like positions where you just want to be alone and you just want to process and you just want to kind of like dwell on like what has happened and kind of feel all these emotions, some cancers are just actually spending too much time alone. In some cancers, you will go, I'm telling you, there's a big, big emphasis on change here, and you're going to change and you're going to get the confidence to get back out there again. You're going to get the confidence to transition into something more uplifting. And I feel like a lot of you cancers are getting that energy back to get out there and meet someone. Whatever it is, you've got the Tower here. There is going to be a sudden change in all cancers. So whether this means that those people that their partner is being very distant, they are going to have some sudden revelation or a sudden change is going to happen within their work or within whatever they're putting their energy into, that they're going to be more available. And this just may be a cycle or just kind of like a period that they needed to go through to just to understand that that is not important and they're being very on off balance. But for those cancers that have been in hiding and have been feeling like alone, just remember that like to just show yourself some more self-respect because you are amazing, Cancer. You have so much love to give. You are so caring and so loving and so mothering and so just wanting to kind of make sure that your partner is okay. I understand how it would feel just like pretty shit that your partner is not understanding you or that your partner is kind of distancing themselves from you. I understand that would feel horrible for a Cancer because a Cancer wants to be there for you. A Cancer wants to like they're very all about the home and they like, you know, as a Cancer, I feel like you would love having dinner with your partner. I feel like as a Cancer, if you made dinner and your partner went and ate it in another room, I feel like that would make you feel shit. Or I feel like that would make you feel like, what the hell? Um, so sorry this reading was all over the shop, but there's been a lot of emotions that are very, very building up to the surface. Some cancers, this is just going to explode in October. So just be careful. And for those cancers that are trying to kind of be balanced and focus on things like yoga and meditation and just kind of being present and trying to get your emotions at a place of stability, you're doing the right thing. Like, great work. You're actually getting yourself ready for this change that's coming because there is change, Cancer, like happening. Like, listen to your intuition, let your intuition guide you. If you feel like speaking up with your partner, if you feel like getting out there and meeting people, listen to your intuition and how you're feeling at that point and just go with it. Let me know if this resonated with you, Cancer. I'd love to hear down in the description box below. Sorry if this was chaotic, but I feel like Cancer energy is quite chaotic at the moment, and is quite like we are probably coming up to a full moon. I think we are actually coming up. We're coming up to a partial lunar eclipse too, so you could be really involved in this energy. Some of you could have Scorpio or Taurus in your chart, or you could be dealing with a person that has Scorpio or Taurus in their chart, or Earth. I'm getting a lot of Earth energy from your person. I'm getting a lot of stubbornness from your person as well. So let me know if this resonated with you, and I'll see you next reading, Cancer.